Now this is for all the daughters who live as though duct tape has been strapped across their mouth. Like it's a piece of flesh God created them with so that they could never open up their mouth. This is for girls like me that have been touched since the tender age of 3 by families with daughters that were just experimenting. They never said a word because somehow that made us guilty. Always guilty of just wanting to make a new friend, or while hoping that the same catastrophe would never happen again. I'm sorry. Sorry I didn't know that this was a common thread amongst early childhood friends to play mommy and daddy. You make me do everything that you said because you said this would be fun, because this is what they do. And if you don't, I will tell everyone at school not to play with you. So while daddy is deployed and mama is always running down to the jail to post big brother's bail, who am I to tell? A big sister who just moved to Germany with a new husband, or other big sister who nobody can seem to find because at times it seems as though Brittany had her out of her mind. So I guess I'll comply. And then I turned 6, and my family was finally moving off the base, and I could leave my old life behind without a trace, not knowing that the first friend I would make could smell the stench of sexual immorality upon me. This life has now consumed me because I have yet to turn 7, when I realized that people will only be your friends so long as you are down on your knees giving them what they need. And so it seems as though my life is in this never-ending cycle. Nobody sees me something as sacred as the Holy Bible, tearing down my temple until the age that I reached my menstrual cycle. But now my mind is so confused because I'm battling with puberty and so used to being used that by the time I made a friend who didn't want that from me, I thought to make the first move, but something inside of me said, that's why you can. Only if I knew what was waiting up ahead. These situations birthed a frame of mind that says you are only created for what lies between your thighs. So sit down, shut up, lay down, turn around, and put it up. With the words that ring loudly in my ear in the first semester of my freshman year. This was supposed to be my year, y'all, where my micros were fresh and my ones were even fresher, and my boyfriend was star quarterback on the football team, yet now his best friend is raping me. My boyfriend walks in, he can't believe, he turns around, he forsakes me. I'm still wondering why he never saved me. The one I love couldn't even see the fear through the tears in my eyes. Who else was going to believe me? As if this tragedy wasn't enough, a month later my mother dies, and now I feel this flesh across my mouth growing thicker by the minute. I'm screaming. Can't you hear? As I grind harder to beat, just trying to be seen, I'm crying. Can't you see? As I throw back another drink, I'm dying. Don't you care? As I brag about how my new man throws my legs in the air, but I needed you. I needed you to see me past this fake smile, club dresses, and ratchet Facebook photos, because now I'm deceased, yet nobody knows. As I log on and post, September 19th, 2007, married. The most will call this my anniversary, but I remember it more like a funeral, the day I sold my soul in exchange for a new role. No longer a hoe, now a wife. Want to have such a glamorous life? So many of us uphold this title as if it could give us our worth, not knowing that we must know who we are in Christ first. The man I chose didn't love me like the one you may have chose didn't love you. So many of us pick the wrong battles, just trying to hide these childhood battle wounds. The enemy will trick us into being silent. Who will hear your cries for help? Who will lead you to believe you are just a notch on some boy's belt? But yell it anyway, tell it anyway, scream louder if you must, even if no one hears you. Remember, it's in God who we trust, and for that, we can no longer continue to be these silenced daughters. We have to pave the way, let them know that they were not born to be some man, woman, or child sex slave. We were born to be a gift from God, fruits of a woman's womb. You're a crown of glory to your family. You're worth more than any jewel. You are priceless, and the plans that God has for you exceed anything you could ever think to ask. So never be afraid to admit what happened to you. You are loved, and you are loved because you were created in His image. You were never a second thought. You are a first and final decision. So stand, open up, and be vulnerable, because none of those things could ever give you your value. You are strong, and we are wise, and we are chosen for this time to stand and speak against this physical, mental, and emotional abuse. So to all my silenced daughters, please know that this one is for you. Speak up.